Awesome. Well, let me just get started here real quick. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. We are here at AXPONA 2023. We're in the Cardas room, and we are here with the entire crew. Really, the entire family. It's a family affair, right, Angela?
It absolutely is. So my name's Angela Cardas, and my dad started the company 35 years ago. This is my husband, Josh, and then my son, Luke, and Luke's best friend, Brody, and Brian, who's been with us for, 15 years? Something like that.
Pushing 20.
Welcome to all of you, and I love what you do. I love the company you've built. It's more than just cables. It's a family thing. It's about the music, really, and things getting passed down to generation, and you are actually showing it here in your room by doing this.
Yes, we are trying.
We're talking, and we've come for 10 years and talked about equipment and cables and stuff. This year, I thought the elephant in the room was diversity, or the lack thereof, gender, race, and age. And you guys seem to have been dealing with this. And I know, Angela, you have talked about it. You're, I don't want to say obsessed with it, but you've had it passed down to you from your parents, and now you're doing the same.
Yes, I really do. You know, I think it's really important. One of the things I love about the more international shows, which I think is starting here at AXPONA this year, is you see the people who are bringing their family. They're bringing their kids. They're bringing their, husbands and wives, and we're definitely seeing more of a family vibe, I think, this year.
You see that more, I guess. I haven't been, but to Munich, or Michael Frommer mentioned the Polish show where it's families and it's more than just old white guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do like to see it. And that's one of the things that we've talked about for years, is really including the whole family. So not doing the whole man cave thing, like that was done, what my dad did 20 years ago, right? 30 years ago. That, you scarf down your dinner and then you go off to your music room and close the door and leave everybody else behind. And we have our system in our main living room. It's on when I'm making dinner. It's just a great way to include everybody.
Right, and you've got the opposite of a man cave here. I mean, if people come in here and see, you've got everything but the shag carpeting. I swear, you've got a 70s retro kind of thing going, JBL speakers. You got a working Mac Plus, my first computer. Good for you. You got a Farah Fawcett poster over here on the wall. It's quite remarkable to the extent to which you've gone to make this not like every other room in this building. And if I could ask you also, I wish you had your guitar strapped on, because when we walked in, you're actually, go ahead and strap it on, and because
right
you please, why not?
Yeah, okay.
This is what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
You're actually saying it's about the music, right? It's not really about the equipment. It's about ooh. So you asked for it. Wow. What's your reaction been now as people walk in and they expect one thing in all the other rooms, and then they're coming in here and watching you with your guitar? And I love this little touch here.
It's been overall.
Cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. I don't smoke. This is fake.
Of course not.
And really, there's never been a picture of Eddie Van Halen without a cigarette, which I have mixed feelings about because he's no longer with us, but it is the look. I say overall positive. There have been some people that look through the doorway and they're like, ugh. But a lot of people come in, they enjoy the entire room. We've had a crowd, I'm not playing the guitar the whole time. Most of the time we're playing either streaming or actually mostly vinyl. But every once in a while between records I'll pick it up and play. And some people, I've seen people walk in and kind of walk out like, I don't want to deal with that.
What the hell is that?
But there's also been a time when we had about 10 people in here and I played one song and they didn't leave, so I played another song and they didn't leave. And I'm indulging myself. I'm like, hell yeah, watch what I can do. So one of them was a pretty lady. I'm like, yeah, I'll play for you. And so I think it's overall been positive. I brought this, it's my favorite guitar, but also I thought the one for the room. It has the look, and it's also being used. So half the time it's just a prop, and it just kind of adds to the ambience of the room. And other times I'm like, yeah, I'll get up and play a Van Halen song for you guys.
Yeah. And it's so appropriate that this does come from the music, from musicians, right? It's not just really about the equipment at all. And the fact that you've got your family here. And you see, if you guys aren't the youngest people here at the AXPONA show, then help me out. Tell me about your experience here and what it's like and how you feel being here.
My name is Luke, and I don't know much what to say, but I like it, and I like the idea. I've been to the other rooms, and this is, I'm not saying anything, but this is by far my favorite room. Like, music-wise and decoration-wise. But
Well, I'm from cool Cleveland, so I can say this. It's the coolest room here. I'm sorry. It actually is. Brody, I understand you play guitar yourself as well, right? And you're affiliated. Are you having fun here, or are you just hanging out here because it's the only decent place to be in the whole?
Yeah, I'm having tons of fun here, and like what Luke said, it's easily probably one of the coolest rooms here with the decorations and the music and all of everything around it.
So how do you guys listen to music? What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to what we're playing in the room, so like 80s, 70s, rock and roll.
Don't you have your own music, guys? Come on, you know? Seriously, we've been playing this music for 50 years. It's time for you to come up with something new. You listen to some new music too. You like some new young artists?
I like really all music, so
Good.
new and old.
Help me out here, Brody. Give me a younger artist, somebody that's under the age of 40.
I can't really do that.
Oh.
I'll listen to
Yeah, on the spot.
I'll listen to anything but country. That's
Oh.
yeah.
And I understand that Angela, that's kind of your your guilty pleasure.
I'm the one who loves trashy country. Brand new. I love it all. Morgan Wallen and, you know, I mean, Trisha Yearwood and Sarah Evans. And I love all of it. So, yeah. But Vance Joy, he couldn't come up with a new one, but Vance Joy is one of his favorites. We went to his show in March in Portland.
That's
so,
cool. That's
yeah.
Cool. And I'd be remiss, but you got any favorites or it's on your turntable a lot?
Well, we listen to Van Halen. We listen to Not a Surf, The New Pornographers, Polyphonic Spree, The Shins, The Decemberists, and we go to these shows. I think not just we're about music, we're also about supporting musicians. Yeah. And I would just give a plug to go to shows, buy the expensive T-shirt. Support mid-level bands who are literally supporting themselves by selling merch at shows. So you can listen to, you can stream music for nearly free and the artist gets a penny a pop. But you can go to a show, especially mid-level shows at medium-sized venues. You can get in for $25 to $50 for a good ticket and buy some merch and actually support music.
Yeah. It's really part of the same ecosystem, isn't it? Because we can't just go into our man caves, as you say, and lock the door and play music 50 years old and think we're doing anything to help that music survive and live into the future. And living artists of today is a big part of it.
Right.
It is so great to meet you guys, and thank you for breaking out some time in your cool room here. And thank you guys for all coming as a family. I can't tell you how this warms what I'm looking for here. And appreciate the time you guys have spent. Thank you
very much.
Angela.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland. We're here at AXPONA 2023.